so name that tune, right?
Rio!
I haven't played it yet.
Nightball!
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Rio!
This is great. I'll be done in 2 minutes. We'll have the entire catalogue done.
What about I Was Like a Shuffle?
Well, there's no bass guitar on that. Interesting. That's just some big fat mood Taurus pedals.
Okay, cool. Right, right, good, good. But they sound good, the bass parts, when you listen back to them?
Yeah, they sound hungry and energetic. I think it was a big change between the second album, the first, and the third album.
Yeah.
I think that the first two, we were talking about, well, Dave from the magazine and I were talking about Bernard Edwards backstage, and I still can't figure out how Bernard did what he did. He's one of those, he's really one of a handful of bass players, I think, but I'll listen to a song like Thinking of You, the Sister Sledge song, and or Why, the cover song, and I'm literally, I just can't figure out how he does it, you know, and I had, you know, and I was like a 17-year-old, you know, skinny white boy, and I was trying to cop that kind of style, and I ended up just like, it was all in this. Syncopated, but nowhere near the grace that's in Bernard's play. But I was just trying to play as many notes. I mean, the thing about Duran was we were all, as individuals, I think perhaps because there was no central kind of songwriter, everybody was a star, and everybody played to the absolute maximum of their capabilities. So you've got very strong keyboards, drums, everybody's going out, as opposed to, say, a band like Coldplay, where I think everybody goes, or even U2, it feels like almost everybody goes in. And certainly the first couple of records, and I think Rio, that album really said all of that. And the third album, we had to try to sort of modify the sound a little bit.
Yes.
Sort of mature a little bit. So for me, that was like I started playing less notes. And then things started to change because Roger and Andy left.
Yeah.
And then the next sort of chapter of the band's career, which I would say was like from Notorious through to the Wedding album. Every album had a different drummer and a different, felt like a different guitar player, but it probably, no, it wasn't really. But drummer particularly. So for me, I'm having to sort of rethink the way that I play. I mean, which is quite good in a way, because I've always envied individuals like Bowie, Madonna, Prince, that can change the sound, they can change the backdrop to their songwriting every album by just using different musicians. You know, we as a band, you know, and if you're a band, that's, well, the good news is you don't have to change the musicians, but the bad news is you're not changing any musicians. You know, you've got to find new ways of saying the same. You've got to find new ways of saying things with the same lineup. And we were kind of in between. We had new players coming through, which enabled us to make albums like Notorious and Big Thing and Liberty and Wedding Album. They were all quite